So regarding traffic in Seattle, I have a couple tools I use to help me out. I have a couple of paths that I've memorized that I can take around traffic based on routes that people will go for work. I know not to go those ways. Or if there's some sort of sporting event or concert, there are a lot of different ways you can get around Seattle, and knowing those is quite important. Another tool I use, which is actually on right now, is Waze, W-A-Z-E. Man, if you don't have Waze, you're missing out. It is fantastic. Didn't take his turn. So where were we? Waze. Waze is pretty fantastic. It basically, everyone who runs it crowdsources data about the traffic in the area, which is pretty cool. So the app knows what traffic looks like based on people's, like, it tracks your location and everything, and knows that a given street is only going at 15 miles an hour. When it should be going faster. So it knows what traffic looks like for a given area. So it can make smarter decisions about where to route you. You can report things like cars on the shoulder, or a cop sitting somewhere, or you could say you're at a complete standstill and it'll know to route you around that, which is fantastic. They were actually bought out by Google, so now Google Maps uses their data, I believe. It's still not as good as just using the app itself, because the app will reroute you while you're going, and I think Google Maps recently added that, but the app is pretty good. I can't live without it now. If you haven't, check it out. Seattle itself is trying to help with the traffic problem. One of the constructs they have is this, what I'm on right now, and if you notice, there's a highway to my right, there's a highway to my left. There are also signs on this road that are facing the wrong way. This is an express lane that switches directions based on the time of day. Right now it's heading into Seattle. In the evenings it heads out, so it'll be going north. It's pretty good at getting people out of the city, especially at 5 o'clock. It really, you have 3 lanes here and 4 lanes over there, all getting people out of the city. Works pretty well. Another thing they have around here are HOV lanes, or high occupancy vehicle lanes, which basically means you have to have 2 people or more in your car to use that lane, which is really nice. Buses can use it and motorcycles can use it, which in my last video probably saw me doing. Let's get in this right lane and get a look at Seattle here. It's such a good looking city. So the HOV lanes are great. On 405, which is the highway that runs north-south on the east side near Redmond where Microsoft is, they are installing what they're calling HOT lanes, the hot lanes. And these hot lanes are HOV lanes if you have 3 or more, or you can pay to use it. And basically, they track your license plate every couple miles and charge you based on the mileage. I believe that's how it works. The crazy thing is, those lanes can go as high as $10. It is crazy, but you know what? People will pay it, so why not? Supply and demand, right? So even with express lanes, HOV lanes, hot lanes, the city still has a huge traffic problem. And it hasn't really been getting any better. As people come to Seattle to work for Amazon or work for Microsoft, it gets worse and worse every year. And it probably will continue until they figure out some drastic changes. They're gonna have to make some big changes to the infrastructure soon. They're working really hard on getting funding for mass transit, but voters around here don't want to seem to approve it, so it's been failing. But soon we're not going to have an option. This area that I'm in right now, South Lake Union, this is where Amazon's main campus is. There's a couple buildings right there. It, at 5 o'clock, turns into a cluster. All of these roads are just blocked up. One of my past videos, you saw me going up Westlake, and it's right a couple blocks in front of me. It took me 15 minutes to go 3 blocks. I mean, it's getting really bad. You know, with the bad traffic around here, it's one of the reasons I got this thing. I wanted to be able to maneuver around, park in smaller places, and take the HOV lane. And it's been great for that. Scooter getting on the highway, alright. Good for him. Her. I don't know. You know, I think the traffic problems are just growing pains as part of the city. So many big companies are moving out here or hiring like crazy right now that it's bound to happen. Which is a good thing. Traffic isn't good, but you know, the reason why traffic is happening is good. In case you can't tell, there's also a lot of construction going on around here. Alright folks, that's gonna end episode 4. I'm gonna go on and head on home here, eat and play some games, enjoy my Saturday. Talk to you guys later. Peace.